Hello again, Struckwap, welcome back. Today my stream was a bit delayed, so cause I had some work to do, but here I am today with a little bit of Wolcen for the next 3 or so hours. So we'll see what I'm gonna be doing. I don't really have an idea what build I wanna be playing right now, but I will be experimenting more with golem based survivability builds. So maybe I can make a build with the chains and the golems, because people on my YouTube channel were asking of a revisit of the paladin build, and I did make some theory crafts yesterday regarding how I see a paladin based setup with the chains and maybe solar fall, maybe bulwark of down with the golem as survivability instead of using the unique shield and with the catalyst. So this would be probably what I'm gonna be doing today. At least one of the things. You know me, I do tend to switch between different things, different setups, different builds while streaming. So just checking if the streams are running well. I think they are. Didn't get transcoding, but unlucky. So let's go. So should we do the Wrath of Buffet setup right away, or maybe play a bit more with what I've got right now? One thing was sure. Last time when I played, we figured out how weak certain melee skills are compared to others. Regardless of what you buff them with, some of them just felt weird and weak. So right now I'm playing the fire setup, the fire damage build. Fire damage from this one. By the way, someone said yesterday while I was streaming another game, someone said the tier of Etelio not being counting the damage reduction. Let's see. Where is that minus 400%? It does count it. I mean, look, it says from 500 to 900, so it does actually count the damage reduction. Not sure what people are thinking about this skill, but it does count it. I mean, the first thing I can do is just equip unequip, and I can see that the damage changes. I can see it changes. I can test it. I mean, it's not gonna hurt me to test this. I can do a quick test and see whether this actually is broken. But yeah, someone said that people are spreading rumors about this skill being broken and this 400% not working. But even if you look at the skill details, you can see it changes from 500 weapon damage to 900. So let's just test it. I mean, instead of just talking, let's just test it and see if it really is broken. But yeah, this can be a strong item. I'm gonna save it. Dungeon guarded by its boss. Perfect. Perfect boss fight as a test would be amazing to check if the skill is broken or not. Maybe give me some rage and willpower. Yes, rage and willpower cost reduction. Nice. Well, that's a good outcome of the craft. Still not as good as this one because of the HP, but okay. Let's see now. What am I using first of all? Am I using the spellcaster or the attack based item? So I wanna see I just need a little bit of rage. Actually, let's go for maximum rage. Maximum rage, I'm gonna do this. Damage it once. Then I'm gonna do it again. Damage it once. I'm currently on a spellcaster kind of setup, so it did like 76,000 crit. $69,000 crit. Okay, what if I do it like that? Let's do it like this. I'm just gonna go for some rage. Just gonna cast away from the boss. Just wanna get some more rage. Okay, let's just do basic attacks to get the rage, because it's faster. So now, 60... Fuck. Seriously, that's when he's gonna jump. Okay, now let's do this. 19,000, 15, 16,000, but that's a few times. That's like few ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ticks. I think this queue is not broken. Whoever was spreading rumors that this is broken was mistaken. I definitely am doing more damage, I'm just not doing it at once. So yeah. Myth busted. Alright, let's go back to the old build. Oh shit, wrong skill, wrong skill. Let's go back to that and let's start doing some damage to this guy. Oh, spin to win in my face. He out-damaged my wife still. Not sure how he's managing to out-damage it, but okay.
That's not happening.
But yeah, I will be changing the build to chains build. To build with the Wrath of Buffet. This is the build from 2 days ago. At the end of the stream I was playing this one as a fire pyromancer kind of setup. Now I wanna go for something different. So this build is kind of weird, because I'm using the Omni Tempest and Ancient Fervor. Next what I will be doing is something completely different. Oh, I forgot to put things here before the test. Well, let's do it now.
Do you have any delicate matters for
I'm gonna save my
Welcome to the
affinity.
assembly, my lady. Our diplomats have been awaiting your instruction.
I can use 200 affinity, it's not gonna hurt me. But yeah, let me first respec, because I wanna be doing a chains build. And as I said, I have some theory craft I did yesterday, so I wanna be following the theory craft that was done by me yesterday. So I'm gonna quickly grab the link for everyone who is wondering what I'm doing as a setup. But basically it's a rework on my paladin build, but instead of using the unique shield, I'm using a catalyst, and then I'm using the golem for survivability to make up for losing the shield. So the skill is the skill guide, the passive guide is here. This is the link. It's in the description, so if you type power, if you type exclamation power in the description and in the comments, I've already posted this link. But yeah, it's kind of like it came from a request of one of my viewers to revisit the build. So let's go ahead and follow the guide. Let's follow the points here. I never tested it myself, I just theory crafted it after testing the skill, how it works the other day. So basically I'm gonna go for resistances first, but crits as well. So getting the crits, is that the resistances? Yes, it is. So I want the weakness. I don't think I want the all resistance score, so I'm just gonna do this thing here, and I'm gonna save those 2 points. So that's 2 points in the setup that I'm not gonna be doing the same way as it is in the passives. And for survivability, it doesn't matter whether I do it like this or I do it like this, because it's exactly the same. But I prefer doing it like this in case I decide to do 1 point, 2 points for some toxic. So next I will go for some crits and for attack speed. And for crit damage. And then I'm going for elevated gains. Oh wait, that was elevated gains. So now we're going for the rage stuff and walking. Rage generation and more attack speed. And next we need ailment buffs. Ailment based buffs, and next we need survivability and double damage. Then we need the ability to execute enemies. And this would be using Wrath of Buffet, the chains, as the main damaging skill. The same way in the Paladin build does it. So just checking if I've missed some points. Yes, I did. Rage generation on kill must have, otherwise this skill is kind of hungry on the rage. It's hungry on the rage, that's why I've kept those 2 points. I removed those 2 points, so if I need them, I might get some rage cost reduction and HP. I'm not gonna have enough for this rage cost reduction or for the rage per hit taken, or this rage per hit taken. But at least I can get rage cost reduction, or maybe even this 5% and all resists. It's also a suitable choice. Another thing I could do is max willpower and rage, and I'm thinking of just doing that. Max willpower and rage. I can't get the 150 with 2 points, but I can get 100 instead of the 150 together with the 200. Maybe that's gonna work okay for me. So let's change the skills and see how this works, how it ends up being. So for the Plague Burst, I'd rather keep it to Toxic and get maybe this one, although it's broken right now. Maybe Frenzy, I mean, it's hard to decide. The area is big as it is. The area is big as it is. So instead of the tier, we're looking at a setup that gives us Aether Jump.
Welcome to the Purple Phoenix.
So let's test this. I forgot to put more projects in the works.
Please,
Well,
come
that's
again.
fine. That's fine. Damn, I'm loving those boots. I wanna upgrade them. 199 flat. Kind of too good. Oh, nice.
I need more power.
Oh, wait. Wrong weapon. Just a second. There we go. What's with the attack speed?
It's not possible.
Something's happening to the attack speed.
Not possible.
Oh, I'm using willpower potion. My bad. Oh, offering shrine. Almost
That can't
missed
be
it.
done.
Elemental frost. I mean, this looks like a fun one.
I need more power.
Let's check this one. I'm also wondering if I should keep this fire. I mean, if I keep this fire, I can get the fire stacks, I can get the toxic from the weapon. The bleeding would be a problem probably. Let's not have this. See, this can do bleeding if it's not sacred, and that means grants a wife leech buff to yourself and allies. Increases the area of effect. Maybe reduce the rage cost a little. And this one to keep it going, and then chance to inflict ailments. I also need to maybe get some more ailment stuff going. We'll see. I wanna check if I can keep up the buffs without specking into wisdom and without specking into ailment chance score. But there's something going on with the attack. It normally doesn't have this slow attack speed. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the shout. My bad. I'm missing a very important thing in the setup. See, this is 50 something attack speed. I can get it to 70 something with the shout. Must have the shout. So maybe get rid of the blink for now. Get the movement speed.
Not possible.
But okay. I mean, as long as we group them up together, it would work. I'm kind of still getting used to maintaining my willpower. The rage is sorted with potions. The willpower I'm gonna have to pay attention to.
I need more power.
So it's not as effective as a Havocore build. Far from as good as a Havocore build. And this annoying bumpy enemy. But at least it's still doing 300,000-400,000 every now and then with the chains. Not as much, but it's nice.
I can't do that.
But most of the time it's doing 100,000 damage.
No.
So what types of damage have I got? Frost whitening, fire, physical. I'm thinking of changing this from fire to sacred, and then my element chance score right now is super bad. I mean, I still can keep up the buffs, which is nice. I can still keep up the buffs.
Can't manage
see.
Gotta catch my breath.
Okay, again. So yeah, right now my problem is the willpower. I run out of it super quickly if I'm in between fights. When I'm during a fight, it's fine because I keep using attacks and I keep getting willpower by spending the rage. Let's see how it fares on a boss fight though, because that's what matters, a boss fight. Come on. And losing the Aether jump,
Not happening.
probably not the best decision to lose the Aether jump.
I can't do
But it feels nice to play it. I'm not running out of rage, which is the good part. There we go, next.
Not possible.
Yeah, again, ran out of rage, couldn't cast anomaly at the start. Ran out of willpower, I mean, not rage. And the bleeding doesn't proc as much, might change some of the things. Oh no, never mind, it procced, so the whitening is the one that's not proccing right now. I can make anomaly whitening, but I want to keep the stasis to be proccing the double damage to enemies who are in stasis.
Can't do that.
What do you mean by stacked? Do you mean the brown thing? So if you mean the brown bar at the bottom, for this you still need the transfer time, but you also need a rage conservation to be WoW. If you want the, so basically, if you want willpower to keep regenerating faster, you want less rage conservation. I've got 4 seconds on this item. On this one I've got 3. On this one I think I've got 2. So lower rage conservation means before you start transferring you only need 2 seconds before it starts transferring, if it's 2 seconds. If it's 5 seconds you need 5 seconds. But 100% transfer time reduction is not the best, you need 180 at least. I think 180 is good transfer time as a percent. So you can get 25 here, here, here and here if you're not using a trial belt. You can get 100 from accessories, but then you're gonna need some more transfer time reduction from items. You can see I'm currently close to 80%, like 72% is 172% is what I've got. So 172, kind of okay, but that's 72% more than 100. So keep that in mind. But yeah, keep paying attention to the rage conservation as well. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. So in general, if you're doing a hybrid build and if you want the willpower to be regenerating faster and the things to be transferring faster, you want to lower rage conservation. If you're on a build where you're not having that much problems with the transfers, and you just want to keep the rage going, such as for example spin to win builds might be like that with Blade Storm, then you might probably prefer a bigger transfer time. What's it called? Rage conservation. So on spin to win I like 5-second rage conservation,
Gotta
on
catch
other
my
builds I'm trying to get 2 seconds. If I wanna be getting willpower faster. Well, it's totally random. If you're speaking about the transfer time, because you can see this is a pistol with 3 seconds, this is a pistol with 2 seconds. I can show you a dagger with 3 seconds, and then there's a dagger with 4 seconds. So I think even on a dagger you can get 2 seconds. I need to confirm this though. I need to confirm this because I never got that much into testing what can roll on what.
My endurance is waning.
But you can also go for a pistol, I think, with Mark of Impurity, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, dagger would give you access to melee skills, so pretty nice.
It's not possible.
Let's get those defenses. So this is just an experiment of mine, and it doesn't seem to be that bad. It is working. I mean, for 163, if it works, then it's viable. You don't really need the build to be 187 speed running build to be getting the best items in the game. The best items in the game can still drop at 163 expeditions. Actually, in 163 expeditions, in my opinion, drops better items than 187 because it's cheaper to upgrade them. Yet you're getting the exact same stats as a 187 item. So, if it's cheaper to upgrade, for me it's better.
To have you back. There have been some developments while you were gone.
My contacts are waiting for your word. What do you wish my
I need to farm some
contacts
affinity
Plenty
now. I
illegal
need to
seekers
focus
waiting for your
on
word.
farming goat
I
to
almost wish I
transfer
was
it
there.
into
I'd see you
affinity
ready.
now.
There are plenty of missions prepared. Just give the order.
But yeah, if you want to get the link similar to the one I'm playing, I just posted it earlier. If you need it again, let me know and I'm gonna repost it. How the passives and actives etc. are set up.
Please look
But yeah,
around.
I tend
I'm
to
sure
experiment a
you'll
lot
find
during my
something that
streams,
takes your fancy.
testing things, finding my next build video while testing things. Finding the
Your
best
patronage
ingredients.
is appreciated.
Okay, heavy with 185. Ferocity, crit chance, score and transfer time decrease. That's pretty nice. And I'm loving how they renamed transfer time reduction to transfer time decrease because it kind of might have been confusing to people for them to decide to do it that way, to rename it. Okay, let's do the next one.
Yes,
I really don't
more
want to do
contracts.
Sari's cell because I don't have affinity, but the goal for today
Well into
would
the
be get
purple
some
for these.
affinity and do some untainted runs with that affinity. So first I'm gonna get some goat, and with that
Pick
goat
me up a souvenir.
I will buy some affinity. Should I save 1 million gold and buy 100,000 affinity? Might be the best thing I could do right now. So that I won't have to worry about affinity for a while. Okay, that's good. So the wife leech is not the best, but I can go for more wife leech if needed. If I've got anomaly and the other spells going on, the wife leech is okay. If I don't, it isn't. See, now I don't have a potion. I don't have a potion and I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. I'm not using an HP potion, so if the enemy does this to me, knocks me away so I can't do damage, this happens. I shouldn't let the enemies knock me away and not being able to hit it. Alright. I'm wondering what happened to my survivability. My resistances seem to be much lower than before. Did I remove something? I think I've sacrificed a lot of the resistance nodes. Like I normally take this resistance and then I take this resistance and then I also used to take what was it? This block efficiency and this resistance is what I normally take as well. But I wanted to go for a more offensive setup with the crit attack chance, crit attack damage. Probably I should have gone for this resistance core here as well and maybe gotten the radius for picking up health globes. But I can't take everything I want. At level 81 I'm feeling the whack of those 9 points. If I had those 9 points, it would have been much better. That's why I want faster leveling up in this game. Give us those damn levels and let us experiment freely with maximum level characters. The build just doesn't feel complete if I don't have those 9 points. Not every build is a bleeding edge build that can be fine at level 70 and doesn't need the other 20 levels. Some other builds really do need those extra points to be able to shine the way they can. Even without rebalancing the skills, at least give us those levels faster. It's not gonna be difficult to increase the XP rates. I don't want to be playing a bleeding edge build for the next 4 months until they add more content. The golem builds are fine and fun though. I've done so many golem builds over the past 4 or 5 days. Mostly Havoc Orb ones, but this one is also fun. Another knockback enemy. See, I can't get the damage going because he keeps knocking me back as soon as I start the combo. Another thing that's actually broken in the game is crowd control immunity. I've tested various sources of crowd control immunity from items, from skills, and it just doesn't work. Crowd control immunity right now seems to be a joke. I will keep testing it every now and then, but for now I don't even bother taking it because I know it didn't work well. But you can see I can handle it as long as I focus on doing the right combo. I can kill them within a decent amount of time, not feel like I'm too slow, and if I keep doing damage I can survive with that wife leech. That's with just a single golem, without a shield, and by focusing on cooldown rather than defenses. Maybe I should not focus on cooldown, but 7.1 seconds I'm already at a very bad cooldown. This should be 5.5 seconds. but I didn't take the cooldown reduction here, the cooldown reduction here, and the cooldown reduction here this time. So if I equip this, the cooldown goes to 9.3 seconds. But my resistances, look at my resistances, kind of 2000 more. Alright, let's go for the wall resists. I could get my resists, if I go all in on the resistance, I could get them to be over 20 something thousand. And with the shout I could get them to be maxed out if I go all in on the resists. Because right now with the shout, let's group 10 enemies closer to me. But that's not 10, but it's getting there. So now with 6 enemies I got another couple of thousand. But the more your resistance, the better the bonuses of this buff of the Sovereign Shout.
That's not happening.
Okay. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this golem and the survivability it can bring to a build. It's not as tanky as using a shield and going all in on the resists, but at least I'm using a catalyst and I can mix up my attacks with some spells without needing to farm for untainted enemies that give me access to those. Ideally I would have a shield that gives me access to the golem, or a weapon that gives me access to anomaly, and just try and get those, or maybe even a shield that gives me access to both of those things. Which right now I'm trying to save Genesis stones and to make a shield like this. That would be the perfect shield for me, a shield that gives me anomaly and Livor Mortis at the same time. But good luck in getting a shield like this to be crafted, even with Genesis stones. It might take forever. Especially knowing how bad the drop rates of Genesis stones are. Come on, die.
Not like
So far my transfer seems to be
it's not
okay.
possible.
I could even get more resistance score from Solar Foe if I change it to be like that.
Not right now.
Come on, come on. Alright, it exploded. Look at the rainbow colors. We've got everything going on. We've got some reds, we've got some greens, we've got a little bit of yellow, we've got some what is it? Some purple.
Not happening.
Come on, there we go. But yeah, with Mark of Impurity, I mean, it's a must-have in order to get this build to work like that. So if you don't have the trio, you would have to sacrifice something. You would have to sacrifice something, and Solar Foe is probably the thing you can sacrifice. Because the Globe generation from Plague Burst combined with the Globe generation from Sovereign Shout is nice. With the passive Globe generation. You could sacrifice Plague Burst too though. You can sacrifice Plague Burst and just put the Mark of Impurity there. Because maybe Sovereign Shout would give you plenty of Globe generation to be fine without without the Plague Burst generation in the mix.
Not possible.
There we go. And yeah, this works fine for me. Not meta speedrunning build. But if you're a casual player and just wanna play a build that you enjoy playing, regardless whether it's killing things fast enough or not, this should work. Hello, welcome back with Kitu. Just saw you logging into the game. How have you been with Kitu? Nice 187 pistols. I'm not sure. I mean, the nice ones I'm using. The nice ones I'm using, but I'm gonna check my warehouse to see. Also, if it's 163 level, maybe it's still gonna work. Because as I said, people are saying there's no difference between 163 and 187 items, apart from 163 being cheaper to craft and upgrade. I will check after this map to see what pistols I've stashed up. And by the way, Ritkito, was it you who told me about Wailing Arrows? I can confirm Wailing Arrows is not broken. The minus 400% damage does work. I just tested it at the start of my stream today. It does work, and it's actually a super obvious thing that it works. First it shows it on the item card. It reduces the damage bonus from 900 to 500% on the item, on not the item but on the skill card, like here. If I go into Wailing Arrows, you can see here it says 500. Without this it's 900. And I tested it. The damage really does add up. The damage really is lower in total, but higher as a number. So for example, if I would get 5 or 6 ticks of 12, 15, 19,000 damage, which is like what, 100 and something up to 120,000 depending on how big the ticks were. But then I tested it with the reduced damage, and the crits would be one single hit of like 70 something. No, Wailing Arrow is not broken. It's not broken. It's working exactly as it's saying. It's working exactly as the skill says on this modifier. So this modifier is the way it should be, the Wailing Arrow modifier. I'm not sure, someone said it yesterday that that the skill was apparently broken. Those rumors spread quickly. And that's why I like to test things myself, just to confirm. And it's weird because just the day before yesterday, like 2 days ago, I was testing Wailing Arrow and I never noticed that bug that people were saying was happening. So I was really eager to test it myself to confirm that it's not broken, and yeah, it is not broken. It's working exactly as it says. So Wailing Arrow is fine. Tested the damage numbers and it all adds up. It's legit numbers. Which skill is broken? Yeah, there's many skills that are broken. Like Plague Burst, for example, Infinity Blades, uh, Gunslinger's Brand. I mean, the list is big in regarding skills that don't have working modifiers properly and being underpowered. Slayer's Fury. Slayer's Fury is not broken, but it needs a boost. Slayer's Fury definitely needs a boost. You could consider a skill that's underpowered broken, but let's just call it underpowered
catch my breath.
for Slayer's Fury and some other skills.
Not possible.
Damn, he's so dodgy.
It's not possible.
Can't keep him in one place for my AoEs to keep wife leeching. And that material shield definitely doesn't help me. If only there were some ats to help me with some explosions. Come on, come on.
Not happening.
But yeah, all that attack speed I'm stacking. Pretty nice. Oh, you want a broken build? I don't know broken builds. Like, if you want an overpowered, super broken build, I can't tell you. I'm trying to do the underpowered builds. I'm trying to find the stuff that's underpowered and that needs to be fixed, and I'm trying to make it work with skills that are kind of not as strong. The only thing at the moment that's overpowered is Mark of Impurity, that's it. Apart from Mark of Impurity and Immortal Offering and maybe skills like Bleeding Catch and Blade Storm that can do damage based on the ailments. Apart from those, I can't think of anything else that might seem too powerful compared to the rest. And it's not that those are overpowered, it's that the others are underpowered, so they're not broken. It's just that the other stuff
Fine
is not
item.
as strong
Thank you very
when it should be. But I can tell you one thing that is very good for after the new patch. This skill for projectile builds, use it.
Life support systems repaired.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 420. I have a suspicion that I know who this was. I have a suspicion I know who this was if it's one of my real life buddies, because he likes tipping for 420. If it's not him, still thank you very much, dude, for the 420. Really appreciate it. So this is one of the things that's super strong after the patch. So this thing together with that, as long as you have good crit chance score, you're gonna be keeping this up at all times. What is broken, not broken, but let's say what is strong right now in the game is if you have enough frost chance, you can use frost weave quill tuck. So a savior who is Ushman Khan on YouTube and Savior Shah on Twitch, and he posted his stats. He posted his stats on my Discord channel. So I'm just gonna quickly read his stats, and actually I'm gonna save it. Not read it, just save it and show it to you. So save image preview. Let's save it, and I'm just gonna show you what he has. He has 93.4% crit chance. And he has 443% crit damage. He's using kind of a bleeding edge build with a two-hander, but that's with this armor, the unique armor. Let me just quickly save this somewhere. Warhammer, no, I need Wolcen, there we go. Previews, save. So I'm gonna go and show you now, just a moment. So Wolcen previews unknown PNG. So this is his stats. This is what I'm talking about. 93,000 crit chance is what he has, and 443% crit damage. So basically he has a ton of he dumped everything into wisdom. And all of his freezing chance is converted into crit chance. And he's using a two-hander that gives him Livor Mortis. So he's using a two-hander that gives him the golem skill. And the golem gives him the survivability without needing a shield. So this is a strong setup, but it's super gear dependent. So I'm not sure I've got such a two-hander with Livor Mortis. I think I had it somewhere before, might have gotten rid of it, but I think I had something similar somewhere. I really want a search function on this thing. I do have a two-hander with anomaly. I actually have two two-handers with anomaly, not a single one with Livor Mortis, apparently. But yeah, if you get a two-hander with Livor Mortis, you can get the same build as him. As for easy item to find legendaries, I would say make them yourself. Nothing easier than making a legendary yourself. So start from a yellow item, upgrade the quality to 5 stars if you want, and then upgrade it over here in the dark market. Muhabi would make the item legendary for you. So you need to use this item rarity, and the higher the item level, the more expensive it is to upgrade. So I would suggest get yourself a good 163 item, because it's gonna be cheaper to upgrade than a 187. It's still gonna give you the exact same stats, so keep that in mind. But currently it's bugged. They broke it. They broke it that if an item is legendary, you cannot upgrade the quality. They meant to only forbid you from upgrading the rarity, but now you can't upgrade the quality either. So upgrade the quality before upgrading the rarity until this bug is fixed.
You are welcome here.
Fix one thing, break another. It's a classic story, true story over there. So okay, let's do it again. Let's do this.
Give me a second. Time for a nap.
But yeah, for broken builds I really can't say much about that. I'm trying to play the builds with skills I like, even if they're not broken. This works nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of this chain skill. After Slayer's Fury, this is my second favorite melee skill. So Slayer's Fury is my favorite melee skill animation. Wrath of Buffet is my second favorite. Purely speaking, for the animation of the skill. Oh, and Ritkito was asking for pistols. I forgot to check, sorry dude. If you can remind me when I'm in the town, if I don't forget. I'm gonna try and not forget, but I'm kind of 90% sure I don't have any pistols right now, because I was crafting those pistols few days ago, trying to make a mage pistol. I did make a mage pistol. This is the best I could get to a pistol that doesn't give me damage to attacks. Only crit damage and ailment status chance and things like that. It's not perfect, but it's better than a pistol with attack damage if I'm playing a mage. I wanted to get flat damage to spells 3 times. I couldn't, so I settled on 2 times crit damage and 1 time flat damage to spells. So, since you said you wanted a pistol, I might start picking those up and checking them. But if you want a legendary item, as I said, best thing to do is get some yellow items, make a good yellow item and then upgrade it. It's much better that way. It is expensive, but in the end, it's better than trying to farm a legendary, because it's super random, super RNG. Boss fights are a good way to get legendaries, but it's not gonna guarantee a legendary reward. Most of the times, though, you would be getting legendaries. For example, if you gather 4 people and do group play boss fights, and everyone, for example, invests 2 maps or 4 maps. The more people investing maps and then doing them together, the better it is. Because if you have 4 people, each of them with 2 maps, that's 8 maps, and all of those have a chance to give you a legendary for just a few minutes of fighting a boss. Always nice sharing those. But of course solo, if you're a solo player, just do boss maps, boss rushes. But there is no effective way of farming those boss maps. You can craft Uber bosses, but Uber bosses apparently don't drop good stuff. So just regular boss maps should be fine. Omens maps and treasure chest maps are also nice. So if you have a good meta build that can quickly kill omens, and that can dash around the map and open chests for those limited time custom maps, that's good. What's here? Pants, greatsword, no pistol. I'm gonna try and find a good pistol for Ritkito. And no, the non-refs, it's not 80. The max level is 90. 90, so it's kind of slow to get the max level. Some builds are fine at level 70. Some builds need 80 something. I mean, this build would be much better if I had those extra 9 points. If I had those extra 9 points, I would be a bit better survivability wise. And it would have worked fine.
No.
And by the way guys, what do you think about my new emote? It's still getting approved. I just want honest opinion. Does it suck or does it not? I'm gonna show you, just a moment. It's still getting approved, but let me quickly show you. I made it yesterday, so this is it. my rect emote. This is the smallest size. This is the biggest size on Twitch. Let me know. Does it look too basic or is it fine? Uh, I'm ready to hear the harsh criticism if it sucks. If you want me to bring it up, I will again. I made that myself last night on Photoshop. Because I saw I've got another emote slot unlocked.
I can't.
Wanted to draw a skull and bones, but I was like, okay, I think ghost is easier to draw. I'm not the best artist. Uh, I'm not an artist when it comes to drawing, so ghost seems a bit easy to draw compared to a skull. And I was wondering ghost or a tombstone, and rip or wrecked. I decided to go for wrecked instead of rip and a tombstone. I'm glad you think so, any reason. We'll see how it looks when it gets approved. But we need that emote for when I die. And you know me, I die often. I die often in any game I play. Oh, Jedi Pimp is watching, so that's the dude I was suspecting. Welcome, Jedi. How have you been? You can see me playing Wolcen with a non-meta build, but enjoying it. So yeah, folks, Jedi Pimp's my IRL buddy. When I saw the 420, I knew it was him. I kind of knew it was him.
That can't be done.
And thank you, Jedi, for the follow, dude. Thank you for the follow.
Not possible.
And Jedi, if you decide to play Wolcen, wait a bit before some of the bugs get fixed. You might be interested in the game, but at the moment there are a few bugs, and the developers would be taking 4 months to fix the bugs. So they're pushing back the new content 4 months. So instead of pushing new content for the next 4 months, they would be fixing bugs, glitches, rebalancing the broken things in the game that might feel underpowered. So keep that in mind, but there will be free content after that. After 4 months they will start adding the free content updates that they were planning on adding. And Jedi, if you need help, if you start playing the game, you know where to find me. Facebook, etc., Discord. You have my number, although I keep my phone on silent. Look at this. But I'm so glad that with the last patch they removed the regeneration modifier on the bosses. Even weaker builds now can complete the fight. As long as they keep doing the damage, the boss won't heal up, unless it's that healer boss. So there's only one boss that would be a bit annoying because it could spawn healing ads, and he himself can heal. Apart from that one Aurora Knight, the rest, eventually even with the weak build like this one, you would be able to get it. You can see I'm not using a health potion, I'm using 2 rage potions. Maybe I should use a health potion, because my rage is fine. Maybe I could start using a health potion. My Havocore build was super hungry on the rage, that's why I was kind of doing that, using rage potions twice. Look at the damage resistance on this guy though. Tough enemy. Oh, this is taking a while. But yeah, if anyone wants me to test some builds, feel free to. I'm always open for testing some builds. If you have some ideas that you might want me to explore, like hey, do a build that's using this skill, and I can do a golem version. At the moment I'm all about golem based survivability, using a catalyst to give me survivability from the golem, and using the mage golem instead of the other golems, because the mage golem is ranged, so at least it won't get stuck into some enemies or so. And getting that damage transfer from me to the golem. So this works with anything. I mean, all you need is anomaly and the golem, and the rest is just pick a skill that does damage, pick some support skills that do utility. Plague Burst, it goes very well with anomaly. But the trial belt is what gives me the mark of impurity. So in any build that is doing this, you would want mark of impurity. You would want mark of impurity in your bar. This is how I like using mark of impurity. Curse stacks, 10 curse stacks, so that the enemies can take more damage for each stack. And most important, you need this one, Fate of the Unholy, for the explosions. Since I'm using Pious Striker and Sudden Death, since I'm using that, I don't need marked enemies under 10% die instantly, because I've got the same but with 15%. So as a result of this, I don't need that. So chance to inflict ailments I really like. Marked enemies vulnerable and marked enemies vulnerable. I'm not sure whether this even works, but let's say it does. You can either do those for 1 point each, or this one for 2 points. It doesn't say how much more vulnerable. The game really needs a bit more transparency in regards to those skills. So does that make them 50% more vulnerable? Do those two each make them 25%, or is that 10% and that 10%, then this one 20 because it's twice the cost? I don't know. I really don't know. They're not telling us. Apparently some people saw in the game files the numbers and have all the information somewhere out there. But yeah, I don't know all the numbers, all the percentages behind those modifiers. Right, let's do the boss fight. It's probably the spin to win guy. Oh no, it's the Devourer. That's actually good news for me. Unstoppable, even better. Unstoppable is much better than ones with shield. Shit, the golem is messing up again. Golem, stop killing the spiders. Series Devourer. In Root Foxes has a skill idea for me to make a pure Blade Storm melee build, no bleeding edge. I've made one earlier. A few days ago I made a ailment stacks bleeding, not bleeding, but a Blade Storm build. And it was doing up to 1,000,000 damage when I stack the ailments. So I can do it, I mean I can do it. Do you want it to be with a golem or without a golem? Basically you want ailment stacks based Blade Storm. I think I even have the passives somewhere out there. I think I've got the passive tree somewhere out there. Under the spinny build, I think either in the comments or the description or in both, I might have recently posted the ailment based spin to win. But we can make it, as long as I've got affinity, that's fine. Let's get the productivity and see what rewards await us here. Oh, my game crashed. Amazing. Well, crash happens sometimes. As I said, the game does need all that 4 months of polishing and fixing bugs and crashes and all of that. But I've never done a spin to win golem build, so that's probably gonna be when I do it. Use the spin to win setup and use the golem. It could work, Spin to win with the golem. Something I've not done. And you know me, I love my spin to win builds. I love that spin to win going. So first of all, I wanna post that link of the thing this would be based on. I'm gonna quickly head over to my YouTube and open my Spinception setup. And just wanna grab the link from the description, just a second. No edge spin to win setup for damage based on ailments on enemies. There it is. This is 80 points version, so I'm probably level 79 for this. So this is the spin to win with ailments. So you're getting the damage from the damage based from Immortal Offering, and you're getting more damage based on how many ailments, how many dots an enemy has on them. The same way people play Bleeding Edge. I did that a few days ago, a week
What
ago.
are you looking for? A new weapon, perhaps?
So this would be based on that, but I would put in the golem into the build. So I'm not even gonna look at the link I posted. Not gonna look at that link.
A fine item. Thank you very much.
I will make it myself right now. So first let's pick the skill. Blade Storm. You want, where was the buff? This one? No. Increase damage per each ailment an enemy has. So this is what we're doing. I want the increased tick rate upon inflicting a crit hit. I want increased crit chance when an enemy is killed with Blade Storm. And I love that a little bit of extra ailment chance score and a little bit of extra damage. And of course we want can be held to prolong the skill duration. So
Please look around. I'm sure you'll find
just a moment to
something
put
that sticks
some
with
of
us.
those there. Now, before that, let's collect those rewards because I crashed while collecting them.
Oh, hey there.
There are a number of missions being
I want
considered.
goat, I want affinity, I want affinity, and I want a reagent,
Where are
and
you thinking
then
of sending the Seekers today? Somewhere
accessories are
dangerous, no
always
chance.
welcome. So now, Di Rosa, hey Di Rosa, I am fine. Thank you for asking. So yeah, let's do that. You wanted the spinny setup with the golems. Spinny setup with the golems. We're going all in here. Survivability for my golem. We want to be able to execute enemies when they're under a certain percentage. Well, I do want survivability from elevated gains. I'm gonna get that all resistance score. I'm not sure I should have taken this attack crit chance, but okay, that's just one thing there. It's not that big of a deal. Bog chance while equipped with a one-handed weapon. Might as well go for it. Then passive regeneration. Now I do need this thing here. Rage generation on kill. So it's gonna be super similar to what I was running earlier, with some changes. What would be faster? This with movement speed? Wait, I'm missing something. I don't need to go there. I forgot. I need to do this. So we've got another 15 points. And attack speed, mind you guys, attack speed does not help your blade storm. It makes it do faster animation, but the things would not be faster. Something that does work with with Bladestorm is this disavowing vessel. Bladestorm does count as doesn't count for as movement for this. So if you're moving with Bladestorm, you would not lose that 60% damage, but I still don't like it. So I'd rather get something else. Maybe some more block chance and block efficiency. I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this. And then block efficiency maybe. Maybe crits. Maybe I can get some more crits. Maybe more resistances, efficiency and crits. Just more survivability. With Bladestorm you want that survivability, I guess. So how is my crit chance right now? Pretty bad. 41%. My ailment chance score is also bad though. So that's where I might have some problems with the ailment chance score. We'll see. For now, I can always respec if needed. So few things I could get. I could get this HP and crit damage, or I could get crit chance score, or I could get more block chance. Let's go for the crit damage and HP. So I'm thinking of doing something like this. I might experiment with some things, so maybe Aether jump for mobility. Maybe something like this.
Contract. Give me a second.
Let's do it. Wait, golem. So I'm not applying the elements immediately, but it does work. I mean, you want the spin to win combo.
Not happy. Another thing.
There we go. So it's kind of super similar to what I was playing, just with using the chains getting replaced with using the spin to win, and getting some teleport there for mobility. Where is that chest? Oh, there we go. I can't see it. I'm blind. Can't see the damn chest here. There we go. So, what build I have at the moment? This is Dirosa, by the way. This build you just saw me making it on stream. This build that I'm using right now was just created, so it's something fresh and new. A golem spin to win setup with anomaly, plague burst, kind of not bad. I mean, it looks fun.
I need more power.
See, those died before I even started spinning. So this is element spin to win with the golem for survivability, using a catalyst and a dagger. And instead of using Plague Burst, you can use Mark of Impurity. If you don't have the Trial Belt, Mark of Impurity on number 5 is my suggestion. Or you can get rid of the Aether Jump and just use the spins to move around the map, if you like it.
I need more power.
Okay. Boots legendary, nice. I'm actually having troubles with the willpower sometimes, and I have to use my Blade Storm to be able to use something that gives me something that's a spell. So might implement, instead of an HP potion, a willpower potion, just for that extra quick fast cast. I don't think I need an HP potion. What do we pick? Well, it doesn't matter really. Neither of those is something fancy. So yeah, I wanted to put the willpower potion in here. I always keep 2 rage potions, a willpower potion and an HP
possible.
potion when I'm experimenting with builds, so I can swap on the go.
It's not possible.
There we go. Nice.
It's not possible.
Look at this. So if someone wants to see my skill modifiers, let me know, and when I'm in the town I can show you. Or when I'm not in combat. Right now what I'm missing is the whitening damage. What I'm missing is the whitening damage, and I could do something about this. Instead of Plague Burst, I could do Anvil Swow.
Not possible.
Since I need Anvil Swow only to apply the elements, the shock element, I'm gonna increase its attack speed. But after this fight, because they're kind of endlessly spawning here. There we go. So, Anvil Swow, as I said, I wanna get that attack speed. Reduce damage, increased attack speed. I'm not doing it for damage. It's just to apply elements. That's all there will be. You can see now I've got 7 buffs, because I got Anvil Swow to give me the buff. You're playing as well, nice, nice. Are you playing the same build or like a similar build? Oh, okay, a different build. Yeah, it was kind of a bit difficult to understand what you meant, but this game definitely, as long as they focus on fixing the things that matter, the things that are broken, and rebalancing the skills modifiers and the passives, things would be nice. Okay, this one kind of taking its time with the dying.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Alright, we're already good to go for the boss. I'm gonna buff myself before I approach it.
That's not happening.
Yeah, there's the spinny boy.
Can't manage that.
Give me that buff. There we go. Couldn't get some of the buffs, but at least I got 4 of those buffs. Each of those buffs is 5% per stack, up to 5 stacks, so each of those is up to 25% more damage. See, that didn't take long to do. Blue pill or red pill, Matrix style. Blue portal, red portal.
Don't ask me about what's been going
Make
on.
your choice, Neo.
Barely lived
Make
up
your
to my
choice.
word.
Whether I'm sorcerer or melee, I'm a melee sorcerer. I'm a spellcaster,
Not possible.
spin to winster,
Oh, seeker expeditions.
spin to
The dark
wingcaster.
market. Never heard of it.
You can see we're using a little bit of
We have
everything.
a number of diplomats ready to embark on any mission of your choosing.
The dark market.
Yeah,
Never
I
heard
wanted
of
to
it.
upgrade the quality of a few items. So before I do that,
What was it you needed?
just a quick check here.
You have a good eye.
This is actually a pretty nice belt. HP, some resistances, flat damage, some damage, more damage at the top. I mean, I could get rid of the attack speed score and rage generation on hit, but the rest is nice. I'm gonna keep this belt. Who knows? Some people might ask me
Your
for belts soon.
patronage is
And oh, now I
appreciated.
remember Ritkitu wanted pistols. Pistols. So Ritkitu, this is a pistol that you could craft into something nice if you want it, if you're still there. This is another pistol that can end up being very good. Uh, this is a pistol that allows you to use the chains skill that I was using earlier. This is an amazing pistol for a physical build, for a material build. Pistols. So let me know if you want any of those and I can invite you and you can get them. Another one for material builds. Pistol that allows you to cast the golem. So I've got the pistol and I'm saving that. I just need something with anomaly. Shield with anomaly is what I need. So I don't have to use a caster offhand. Because he told me, I know what he needs because he asked me earlier whether I've got some good pistols. And yeah, they're not perfect, but they can be good when upgraded into legendary. See, I can even go the extra mile and do some upgrading on those pistols, see if anything good shows up. Let's take some of my tiers and upgrade the items with those tiers. So this can get an extra stat, wife leech. This one both of them got wife leech. See now, if Ritkitu is still there, let me know, Jude, so I can invite you and you can probably get those pistols from me. I'm gonna put them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pistols. What specs? Well, I mean, in general, you want flat damage for most builds. Like 95% of the builds would probably want flat damage or percent matching damage. Matching means if you have physical, rent or toxic, you want material. If you have fire, frost or lightning, you want elemental, and you want to cult if you've got sacred, shadow and aether as flat. That's what you might want. See here, I've got fire, frost, and then I've got elemental percent damage. That's why I've socketed for more elemental myself too. And here I've got rent toxic, but I've kind of got whitening, not the most optimal. But yeah, got the pistols for him if he wants them. This is another one. Let's put it next to the others. As I said, I wanna upgrade an item right now. Hard to decide what to upgrade. Maybe this, maybe I can upgrade this. Still not gonna be better than what I've got though. Alright, this is a perfect candidate to upgrade. Okay, DeRosa, let me add you. You wanna play together? Do some runs?
Customer,
That's fine.
welcome to my humble
Just
store. The dark
upgrade
market.
item quality
Never
first.
heard of it. Sorry, my friend. What was it you needed?
As I said, item quality at the moment is kind of
Got
broken.
everything you need?
It doesn't let you
Excellent.
upgrade
Come back soon.
legendary ones. Because they made it so you can't put legendary items into the upgrade item rarity. But by
Tell your
accident they also made it
friends.
so you can do the
Mojave
same
stand in the
for
Palace
quality.
District.
Okay, inviting. We can do that boss map
Contract.
when you come.
A second.
Oh no, it's not the boss map, it's Wild Omens. Nice. I'm gonna wait for you to join. Let's see. I'm gonna create the map and
No
just
shortage
gonna
of
wait
jobs
for
like
you to
this.
join and we can do it.
Stonewall's gone to the dogs.
Oh, did I brick it? Did I make the enemies easy? Oh, it's level 40. Shit, I bricked it. I accidentally started the level 40 map. Well, unlucky. At least we can make some money. If nothing else, we can at least make some money out of this map. But yeah, my bad. Sorry, I forgot to pick the level. So just enjoy the easy map as a warm-up.
I can't do that right
Should have paid attention to what I'm starting. This is level 40 items, so all those items are junk, but at least I can get money from the items, if not anything else.
now. I can't do that right now.
And we can get money from the omens. Wasted map, but that's how it is for now. And those omens are still wagging, even though they made them drop at each 10% HP lost. They still kind of whack when they drop a lot of stuff at once. I'm just gonna be picking accessories, because the accessories only take one socket, one slot of my inventory, and I can still sell them for a nice price.
I need more power.
Oh, reagent. Nice. Was that all the omens? I wanna see if there's some more.
That can't be done.
Maybe there's an omen here. Oh, reagent there. And the omen down there. Oh, the NPC with the items.
You are just in time. Now do what you must.
Soul's Bane. Well, don't want it. And since it's low level items, kind of a waste
Stick
to
to
find
your
this
fate.
NPC here. But still, there also, if you wanna see if the NPC has a trial belt or something else for sale, you can teleport to me.
That can't be done.
Just teleport, like you can click on me, click on my portrait and click teleport to. Wait, I'm just gonna exit so we're in the same zone. It's not gonna let you maybe because I'm in the dungeon. Just a second. Oh, it let you port. Okay, so go back a bit and you're gonna see the NPC. This way, and you're gonna see it. Here. She's right there. The time ghost.
You are just in time. Now do what you must. I have been waiting for you.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you to it and go and finish the map. Let me know when you're ready and then we're gonna complete the map and start a proper high level one. Not much for you here. Okay, I just wanted you to check if it's selling a good unique item. Unfortunate that I started a level 40 map instead of a high level one.
Don't be shy. Mojave has everything a soldier needs. You have a good eye.
Alright, next one.
You are welcome here.
Our diplomats are awaiting your orders, my lady.
Aneracts? Which Aneracts? The Aneracts, you click on them. You click on the Aneract and it gives you affinity. That's what you do with the Aneract. You right click it and the affinity you need for some endgame things like increasing item rarity, increasing item quality and other stuff. I don't train them. I mean, I use them and it gives me affinity. Each Aneract is 100 affinity.
Contract.
That's what I use it. So let's get you some levels now. 163 should be fast.
Always here.
That's not happening. I need more power.
So 2 men, not bad with the survivability. Just getting that whitening buff here. Wow, this one is a bit
I need more
tanky.
power. That's not happening.
Nice level, by the way, nice level. You're gonna be 70 soon.
It's not possible.
Wait, why is this not sucking in the rats? It was weird, they were inside the anomaly and it was not sucking them with the sucky effect. And again, my golem is splitting some of the enemies.
That can't be done.
Let's get you up. Yeah, it's fine. We can always get you up. You could stay back, yeah, that's fine.
I can't do that.
As long as you're nearby, you're gonna be getting XP. You don't have
That's
to
not
be
happening.
that far away, but you don't have to be that close either.
Not possible.
Okay, let's flip them up. Trying to get them before they get you. So yeah, this is as requested by my chat, me testing a spin to win version with the golem.
I need more power.
And it's not a bad way of doing it. Works fine. Let's get away from here. Let's move. I don't want to be fighting the one back. It's not worth it. The hunt down enemies progress we're gonna get for killing that is not worth the time spent to kill that tentacle worm or whatever it is.
Can't manage that. Not right now.
Okay, let's do this.
That's not happening.
And there should be another group here maybe.
That's not happening.
There we go, he's level 70 now. And to sell them to NPCs, you can't even sell them to NPCs right now. But if you buy the interact from an NPC, you're gonna get 10 affinity if you use it. Before in the beta, we could actually get 1000 affinity or 2000 affinity. So the number you're seeing here was the number that you could get from an interact back then, which was your level times 100. this changed. Both numbers kind of have a different formula now, and Enracts always give you 100 now when you use them. But if you buy an Enract from the NPC, it would give you 10. So don't buy Enracts from the NPC, unless you really need to unlock the skill. So the Metros Enracts are not a good source of affinity. In the beta we could just spend 1000 gold and then get 2000 affinity at level 20, and it was kind of nice, but I understood why they made it a bit more balanced the way it is right now. It's not really balanced for a new player, but for a player who is further into the end game, it feels enough. What affinity we can get from missions. Come on, come on, spinny boy. Do the spin. So, hunt down enemy is still not complete. Alright, a bit more, just a bit more. Maybe there's one more group here. Come on. Oh, there we go, we can go for the boss fight now. Let's go rest him. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult to try and kill everyone on the way. Sorry for that. Ignore those, just let them follow me, and I can pull them to the boss so they can do more damage. So basically what you wanna do now is, on this boss you might wanna stay in the corner. Yeah, over there. Because I'm gonna try and get my golem and the boss together with the adze, so I can kill those. My golem is kind of stupid, look at her. She's staying here, or he, I'm not sure whether it's a mage, female or male. Hard to tell with armor, but it looks like a female. She's kind of stupid. She's staying here fighting those enemies when I'm on the other end of the screen, even 2 screens away, fighting the boss. And there's no way to tell her to come where I am. No way to tell her come here, stop fighting, ignore the enemies that are next to you, assist me on that target, and so on. With some of the other summons you can tell them to attack your target by using the skill, but this one only has a shield when you use the skill, and this shield is so underwhelming. Okay, he's got material and elemental shield. Okay, he's killed. You could go ahead and take your wood if you want. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do 3 consecutive maps for you. so you can get the bonuses, so you can get the difficulty unlocked. Wow, this one's tankier than the boss. Yeah, he died, he died. Look at this, this is taking less damage than the boss. Wait, 184 all resistance, 99% health. This has the possibility to be a great item. If I get good flat HP and high percent all resistance, that's gonna be super strong. Let's do 2 more maps in a row so I can unlock the difficulty for you. But yeah, converting gold to affinity is the best way to make affinity. So you just focus on making gold, and then if you need affinity you convert it. Of course you get some affinity from projects, and you always want to be doing the projects for affinity. But projects do give decent amount of gold later on at the higher levels. And the sucky goodness. He got one shot, I think, with that big hammer.
Get up. I need more power.
Come on. Vacuum. The vacuum doesn't seem to always work recently. Maybe some enemies are just resistant to the pulls. He could use a golem for survivability. No worries, dude, no worries. I'm not expecting you to be surviving all the time. Unless you have good survivability, you're gonna have a bad time if you're low level here. If you have a golem, you can use it just to give you that extra survivability. But I don't expect you to have min-maxed your skills for survivability while leveling up. Most people while leveling up focus on the damage. Golems are nice though. You don't need 2 or 3 golems, one most of the cases would be enough if you've got enough all resistance items. Golem with a grief affliction, was it? A grief something, grief, generational grief. This is the thing you need on the golem. To transfer some of the damage you receive to the golem itself.
I can't do that.
And you need things like dire juncture, and you need the golem to be tanky if you want to be going for a golem based survivability. So you want this for the golem preferably to make the golem tankier, and you want this for yourself to be able to only take 40% of the damage when you get hit, and then 1 second later the other 60%. That way you're relying on Wife Leech to kind of heal you up after taking that damage. And this combined with the damage we're transferring to the enemy, and with the resistances, and with block chance, block efficiency combos, it ends up being nice for the survivability. I might have gone a bit overboard with the survivability for this setup. I took a bit more resistances than I normally do for the golem build. Yeah, I kind of went overboard with the resists. should have should have taken a bit less resists. But there's also my gear. My gear is not maxed out on resists, but super high resists. Even my bruiser items, I've custom crafted them to be high resistance bruiser items. But yeah, with that golem you're gonna be dying less if you get that that grief skill modifier.
Can't do that. Not happening.
So, I could also use the chains and to do stasis with the chains, but I'm loving anomaly. And by chains I mean the hooks, not the Wrath of Buffet, but the, what's its name? Tracker's Reach. Alright, let's keep those. Let's just keep moving, kill some more regular enemies.
Can't manage that.
What's happening here? Again, my golem keeping them separated.
That's not happening. Can't manage
It's
that.
gonna be fun to try a Frost Weave build with the spin to wins. Because you can get more freezing chance with the freezing spin to win as well, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna need some good frost items if I wanna try a Frost Weave build. And then maybe instead of anomaly I can use other things and just rely on a Livor Mortis two-hander. That's what I'm gonna try and get eventually. A Livor Mortis two-hander would be great. Savior has a nice one that he's been using, as I was showing you earlier, his screenshot of his stats.
I can't do that.
Alright, the boss is ready, but I'm gonna do one thing. Before going for the boss, I wanna get the elites and kill the elites together with the boss. Oh, he got one shot, two shot.
Come on now.
It's gonna get a little messy now, because we're gonna be doing a boss and elites together.
Not happening.
So the idea would be to get them all to follow me, but they're not following me, and that's not really good. I think they're following me now. I just want to group them up in one place. I want the boss to be near the enemies when they explode. That's all that's important right now.
I can't do that.
Okay. How many more can we kill with the boss around them?
No.
He's got 88 million HP, or is that... Yeah, 88 million HP. I'm glad that they nerfed tough as a modifier.
I can't do that.
Right, he's dying anytime now. I'm gonna get you up in just a second.
I need more power.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard to rest during this boss if I don't use my apocalyptic form.
More power.
Apocalyptic form's pretty underwhelming though. Let's see this pistol. Wait, I thought I picked the pistol. Might have misread. Anyways, we're gonna do one more round, so I can unlock this difficulty for him, and all the difficulties before that. Nice glitch. Oh, an omen. Let's hope I can get it healed on time. I'm not doing enough damage to this omen. Can't even see it. I'm gonna get you up. Just wanted to make sure we got the omen. We didn't.
Get up.
It escaped, but
That can't be done.
alright, let's kill those now. Come on. Yeah. Explosion, chain reaction.
Can't manage that right now.
Where is that shrine? Elmen chance. Oh, nice. I love Elmen chance shrines. Okay. I'm hoping the boss would come towards where I am. It doesn't seem to want to. Keeps attacking my golem.
I can't do that.
Come on, boss.
It's not possible.
Ah, damn, he teleported away from the enemies.
Not Get up.
There we go.
Can't be done.
Shit, I can't pick up the stuff. Okay, now I can. But yeah, now all the enemies died, so I can't use them to damage the boss, so I'm gonna try and find more enemies. More elites, perfect. Let's get them to follow me this way. So now I need to group them up together, and it would work out amazing if it does. Ah, fuck, I still don't have willpower. I always forget paying attention to my willpower, but look at that. Look at that.
It's not possible.
We might have gotten it glitched, by the way. Because I grouped up too many enemies, maybe. And of course the boss escaped.
Come on now.
Alright. Did it die? I think they all died.
That's not happening.
Next, need more enemies. Come on. And he got insta-gipped by that spawn, the abyssal spawn. Probably doesn't have the damage transfer active unlocked for the golem, because you need quite a few levels for it. I think you need level 41 for it, maybe 30, 35.
It's not possible.
Let's go in the secondary zone. Maybe the NPC is there. My golem again picking the aggro. Come on. Right, those are kind of taken care of. I mean, just a few left. Trying to pick them on big batches, big groups. Oh.
No. I can't do that.
Maybe like this. It might be weird, yeah. The multiplayer still has a bit more bugs than when playing solo, due to server wagging, and in general when I group up the enemies I make the server wag a lot. But this is how this build is effective, grouping up the enemies and AoEing them. So if the game can't handle this, then that's a game problem. It's gonna be even worse if I'm not using Anomaly. Because Anomaly makes those globes explode. So if the globes were not exploding and I didn't have this passive to pick up globes from afar, there would have been so many globes that the game would be just wagging and maybe even crashing.
I need more power.
see here. I'm always on the lookout for new rings, new steel rings called bits. Seems like the rings we can get from Transmute are nothing too fancy. They don't have a base modifier at all, so maybe they're a work in progress that wasn't finished. And they can't get an extra modifier either, so it's the worst ring in the game, that silver ring that doesn't give you a modifier. But the golden amulet is nice because it's like a second all resistance amulet, like the Omni Star. Wow, when did those come here? Okay, that should be enough of them. Come on, come on. Oh. Tormentors.
I'll manage that.
And there goes that. We can go for the boss now.
Not possible.
No.
I can't do that.
Yeah, to get rid of the globes normally helps. I'm trying to get to you on time, but I couldn't. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the boss and you can teleport when the boss is dead, because those are gonna take forever to kill.
Not
Shit, I can't, I'm stuck between monsters and no willpower. There we go. And there he is. Now if I get all the enemies next to him, it's gonna be great.
no. I can't do that.
How's my resist? Not that bad. Ah, it's fine. I mean, you didn't lose that much XP. You still got quite a lot of XP before. Alright, let me get out of combat so you can revive. Try to use Aether Jump for mobility if you can, and a willpower potion maybe. You should be able to revive. You need my build. Well, as I said, there's two very important passives to take for survivability.
I can't do that.
If you don't take Dire Juncture and if you don't take the survivability of the golem, things are not gonna work out that well. But I do have this build as a Havoc Orb build on my YouTube channel, and if you use the golem command, you're gonna see the video, and under the video there's various options for that setup, for more survivability, for less survivability, for more crit, less crit, etc. So I've made quite a few variations already, and today already made two more. I made the Wrath of Buffet version, and now I made the Spin to Win version of it, so already made two new builds today. Haven't made them into videos, but they seem like good contenders for that. Well, you can have 3 golems. Or you can have 2 golems, or you can have 1, depending on how much survivability you need. 3 golems is a bit of an overkill. Really, 3 golems is if you wanna be AFKing and letting the golems do the killing, together with maybe some more summons. And you can, yeah, with 3 golems and owing to toughness, you can just chill and AFK on a boss fight. If you go all in max defenses, max resistances, efficiency, block chance, etc. Is it letting you revive? I think you might be glitched. Oh, there we go. Okay, come here and pick up the wood, and then we can collect the rewards. %, 17%, still not giving me good rings. 23%. Out of 4 rings, 3 of them were steel rings. Okay, let's go to the town. So now you should, when you log in and play yourself solo or with others, if you're the host, you should be able to have the maps unlocked all the way to 163 checkpoint, maybe even the 166 checkpoint. Okay, I wanna upgrade the quality of the boots again.
The dark market, was it?
Abyssal Rift maybe? Yes, Abyssal Rift. And Gomorrah, and now I've got one thing
Back for
empty.
more? Happy to be of service.
House of Anankis or Ruins of Cordonon. Well, I think the house would end up giving me more gold than Ruins of Cordonon if I sell all the wood and take the gold from the reward.
How may I help you?
So Root Foxes, could you do that for me? Just open the maps to 163. Yes, I could do it. I could do it. Let me invite you and
A
let me
fine
know who
item.
to invite,
Thank you
because
very
I don't remember who you were in here. Do I even have you in my team? In my friends list. And here, have some dice. He doesn't want the dice. Okay. So yeah, Root Foxes. Who do I add? Are you on my friends list? Are you one of the people here? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay. Wind Out, welcome Wind Out. Nice to see you again.
Hello there, friend. Please,
How
browse
have
my
you been, dude?
wares.
Let's see if he wants those dice. He refused the trade request. Okay, Root Foxes, let's add him. So, add friends. No worries. No, 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 don't give me those. Don't give me those, man, it's fine. Just use them for yourself. Use them for yourself. That's your affinity you farmed right there. I can make affinity when I want. I can just
Oh, no.
transfer goat
You
into
want some energy
affinity.
from my
No, no
stores,
big
don't
deal.
you? If you insist, I will gladly calibrate the seat.
When testing build out, kinda old build, but oh, you've been testing a build out and trying to figure out from the video. Seems more gameplay that than build idea. What? Okay. See what you socketed. Is it one of my builds? Is it one of my builds? Like this one is a new build I just made as per request from my chat. So here I'm just socketing toxic to be able to apply toxic with my attacks. Here I'm socketing block chance transfer time because well, I couldn't get block chance efficiency, so I decided to just go for those sockets. Ideally here I would have 2 times block chance, 1 time efficiency, or reverse. More block chance here, more block chance and efficiency, and more block chance here. That's kind of what I went for block chance and block efficiency for survivability. Because I've got a lot of resistances in my items. I don't need percent all resistance with my gear. I mean, it's always nice to have more, but I've already got plenty in my items, so that's why I decided to go for those. And here I've got transfer time. It's always nice to have cooldown as well. Cooldown, if you can get cooldown on everything, it's nice. So ideally, if you have to pick one thing that doesn't have the cooldown and has more resistances, pick the chest. If you have to make choices, do I want to pick the chest or the helmet with more resistances, but to have both cooldown and transfer time reduction? Yeah. Pick the helmet for cooldown and pick the chest to prioritize resistances on the chest. So I've got this helmet. You can see it's almost twice the resistances, but it doesn't have cooldown. I mean, ideally, on this chest piece I won't have the resource generation, because I don't need that resource generation. It's not gonna do that much for me on this build, and I would be happy to replace it for cooldown. And here I would be happy to replace the resource generation for transfer time, or the agility for transfer time. Here I would be happy to change. Actually, this is pretty solid. This is pretty solid when it comes to the things it's giving me. On the catalyst, ideally you might wanna go for block chance and block efficiency. So defensive 1 and defensive 2. I just couldn't. I wasted a lot of thousands trying to get the sockets, and then I just gave up and settled for support number 3 and defensive number 1 twice. Catalysts are super hard to get right. Catalyst is the hardest item to get the best sockets, because it can give you both support and defensive. So right now, without a shield, I've got 73% block chance, 29 block efficiency. It could be better, but I could get extra 5% block chance here. I could get extra block efficiency here. I could get extra block chance here if I want. So yeah. There's extra attack, block chance and block efficiency here too. So in theory, I can get another 3 and another 10 block chance. So So I can get 13 more bok chance for 86% bok chance if I want to. And that 20% bok efficiency is not flat 20%, and this is not flat 20%. Like it's gonna give me just a little bit more to what I've got. I dropped some passives. Well, this is as you see, I made this for spin to win. So I needed this rage generation on kill. If you're gonna be doing spin to win, this is kind of probably needed. You can try and go ahead without it. I also took those bok efficiencies here. I dropped the attack speed passive here, and I dropped the attack speed passive here. And I took the ailment stuff here, which is those 4 points, which I normally don't. I also took that 1 point here, which I don't take unless I'm doing builds like Bleeding Edge or others. Yeah, you probably like the Havoc Orb better. I mean, the Havoc Orb is slightly differently set up than this. For the Havoc Orb, I can afford to get more crit chance and crit damage. I make this build in... I normally make my builds into Wolcen.dev. This one is just new. I made it a couple of hours ago, 2 hours ago, or 1 hour ago, so...
What do you want?
This doesn't exist anywhere on the internet yet. I can make it later. I can make it later on Wolcen.dev and post it under my build videos. Maybe make a build video out of it if people are really interested. I've already made one spin to win build video, so didn't want to make another one, but might as well do it. This is just an experiment. I asked the chat, what do you wanna see, and the chat requested to try golem spin to win combo. I mean, they said Bladestorm, and I asked Bladestorm and golems, or so in the end decided to do Bladestorm and the golems together. Because right now, as I said, I'm experimenting with the idea of golem-based survivability, and just figuring different ways to get that survivability to work with other skills. Anvil Swow, if you're wondering why is he using Anvil Swow and not Plague Burst, just to be able to apply the whitening, the shock element. And it's 3 of us, so things would be hard. Even I might end up dying, and we might end up failing. Because it's 3 men. The enemies are stronger, they have more HP, they have more damage probably. So it's not gonna be as easy as normal when it's 3 of us in the team. So it would be slow, and I don't have much time, only have another 15 minutes, so we probably won't be able to do it now, maybe might have to do it tomorrow. Okay, let's see, and oh, D-Rosa died? Oh, he crashed. He crashed.
No. Not possible.
But yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on killing the enemies and not on racing you.
Not right now.
Because otherwise this happens and we die. Well, We have to start over. We have to start over. Because yeah, I was not expecting to be doing 3 men with this build. But I don't think I have enough time to do full 3 maps within 15 minutes. Because I've got at most another 20 minutes before I stop my stream. It's already 17 minutes past midnight here. And I'm not sure we're gonna have enough time to complete 3 maps. It's taking quite some time to fill the bar. But I won't mind helping tomorrow if we don't make it today. I won't mind trying to do this tomorrow to unlock 163 maps for root foxes.
That's not happening.
Oh, all the knockbacks. Look at all the knockbacks I'm taking. If I stop attacking, I die. What? Fucking knockbacks. Look at this. It's the damn turtle. It's the damn turtle with the knockbacks.
I can't do
Can't wait for crowd control immunity to start working in the game. Then I would be using Juggernaut. I mean, instead of Anvil's Woe, I could start using Juggernaut. It would work fine as a skill to just get that extra few million damage on the enemies when needed. And that extra damage absorption.
It's not possible.
Ah. Alright, got those. So as I said, I'm gonna do Juggernaut instead of this. There we go. Alright, we can move.
It can't be done.
So I'm gonna try to do it as fast as I can. Hopefully it works.
Not happening.
Oh, turtles again.
No.
Okay, that's nice. That's good to know. So he's gonna try and keep pushing it. By the way, even if I don't end up doing it on time, I can keep playing after my stream is over. So even if I end up stopping the stream before we're done with your run, I'm still gonna get you this completion. So whenever it's time to stop my stream, I might just go in a safe place where I'm not gonna get killed and just resume after I stop the stream. We'll see. But we will get you this. No worries. It's just that mostly I stop streaming not because I'm tired or something like that sometimes, but because it's kind of late to be talking. Although sometimes I do stop the streams because I'm tired or hungry. But today I started my stream late because I had to do some work, some app testing. So I did have some time to eat before that. this uh, this Juggernaut explosion kind of one-shotting them with Juggernaut. And my Juggernaut is actually modified for fire right now,
Need more
because
power.
last time I was using it, I think I had problems with getting the fire buff.
Can't be done.
I'm not sure I should even be worrying about those turtles. Alright, one turtle less.
That can't be done.
It's not gonna give me that much progression if I kill it anyways.
It can't be done. That can't be done.
There we go, here. And now few more, and this one would be done.
No.
Wow, for a second I thought it crashed, because there was like a game freeze or something. Oh, the worst boss ever for a spin to win to deal with. Game, why did you have to punish me with this boss? I need to get him in a corner, otherwise it's not gonna work well for me. It's just gonna take ages, but
Not right now.
come on. And there's no spawns to kill. I mean, there's a few railgunners, but if I try to get the railgunners next to him, I'm just losing time.
It's not possible.
It's not like it's difficult to kill him, it's just super slow to kill him.
That's not happening. It can't be done.
Fuck it, I'm switching to Bleeding Edge for this guy. I have to. I have to switch to Bleeding Edge for this guy. It's not gonna work if I don't. It's gonna be so slow. But the problem is, I don't have a good rage generation for this build for Bleeding Edge. Because this build is not centered, the passives are not centered around Bleeding Edge. But yeah, we gotta do the Bleeding Edge combo if I'm gonna be doing this guy. Just to make things a little bit quicker. Okay, again, not enough rage.
Not happening. No. That can't be done.
It's a bit faster. It's a bit faster with the Bleeding Edge compared to the Blade Storm. So at least thankfully I've got the option to use it.
I can't do that. No.
Okay, back to Bladestorm. Okay. Getting there. Oh no! Fuck! I clicked on the wrong portal. Ah, fuck, man. Well, we have to start over. We have to start over. I knew I was gonna make a mistake eventually with something. Didn't expect this to be the mistake. I expected dying. But yeah, not the best experience with this map.
Come in. There's no need to be shy.
Back for more? Happy to be of service.
Still, I can still do
Plenty
it.
of
I'm just
missions
gonna
for
quickly
you to
stop the
peruse,
stream, but you can stay in my party and we can do that off stream. We can do that off stream. So, thank you everyone for watching. This is gonna be the end of the stream. I'm gonna stay and help Root Boy get that unlocked though. So keep it cool, folks. Thanks for watching. Until next time, and have fun. Goodbye.